I don't think many people know about it, but like, is someone watching? There's only two-person. Is it audible? I've changed the sound a little bit. Wait, is it happening or not? Only two people. Not audible at all. Wait, I'll try and increase the maybe. Is it audible now? Still not audible? Hello? Hello? I have to increase the volume a little more. Shit, man. I think it's better, I believe. All right. So, so we'll talk a little bit about the Dorian mode, but from this channel, hardly anybody is watching. Anyway, I was just warming up, kind of a thing. And before get started, you know, so a Dorian is the second mode of a major scale. For example, we all know this sound, all right? And using the same notes, this is C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. If we just change the order of the notes and start with D note, okay, the second note of the major scale, so this is the sound of a Dorian mode. It's the second mode of a major scale. It's got a minor kind of a vibe. Okay, so if we just take a look at the notes of the Dorian, so we call this as D Dorian. Same notes as C major scale, but it starts from the D note. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. And if we compare it with the minor scale, it's exactly almost same as a minor scale, but there's one difference. Instead of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the sixth note is major sixth instead of a minor sixth. So in D minor scale, the note would be D flat, but this is my minor scale, B flat. What did I say? So this is my minor scale, or the Aeolian mode, a little different sound, you know. So this is what we have, a minor scale with a major sixth. This is, in short, the definition of Dorian mode. And in order to outline this sound, we need to have some chord progressions. For that, what we do, the this is used to be known as the Carlos Santana chord progression before. Only two chords you can just loop and practice. I'll switch off the delay. I'm sorry. So it's basically a D minor chord and a G7 chord. D minor 7 and G7 will give it, more Dorian sound. So this is what you need to practice. First, create a chord progression, and over this you start playing, you know. And here we have to, in order to get the sound of Dorian, you have to keep on playing the B note. So if we generalize this, that is, the major sixth. So that's what differentiates this scale from the natural minor. So you have to keep coming back to this note. Okay. All right. So, and now if we just get inside this Rishabh, hello Rishabh. So if we just get inside the chord, then what we see, so the concept is you have to make use of the B note more in order to, make it sound like a Dorian, D Dorian. And if you notice something, in D minor chord, D minor 7, which note do we have? D, F, A, C. We don't have the B note. All right. So it's better that you target with the arpeggios, and I'll try and demonstrate in B Dorian because I have a beautiful backing track. I found it on YouTube. All right, but anyway, let's get to the concept. So, in order to practice this, you need to learn the arpeggios. All right, so D F A C D F A C. Just make a note, and you can create your own shapes, or you can just look up the internet and learn the shapes. And also, I'll tell you a little bit about the chords shapes. So, standard D minor, you people know. Just remove the fourth finger off. So this is your, wait, I'll tune the guitar a little bit. So that's the standard minor shape. And if you remove the fourth finger, sorry, not the fourth, yes, the fourth finger, then this is a D minor 7 chord. It's a minor. This guitar gets out of tune very easily. It's a very old guitar. But anyway, so the same shape, if you bring it one step, one string up, it gives you a dominant 7 chord. Here root note is on the 6th string. So you can just, and I'll give you some more shapes, for the minor 7 chord. This is also a very beautiful shape. Mhm. This is the shape, D, F, and then C and F. We don't have the A note here. Fifth fret, fifth string, third fret, fourth string, fifth fret, third string, and sixth fret, second string. This is a minor 7 chord shape. And you don't play the sixth and the first string, so you can move it, It's a movable shape. And one more minor 7 shape which I like very much is this one. So it's basically F major if you think of, and now bring your third finger on the sixth string. All right. So you bar the fourth, third, and second string on any fret you like, depending on the chord shape. So for D, we have the D on the 10th fret, so you have to do it on the 10th fret. All right. So this is a bit tricky initially, you have to bar and you have to use your middle finger. But this is how you get to know all the 12 chords. I'll try and loop. My processor, I'm not used to looping in this thing, but let's see. Let's see whether I screw it up or not. I screwed it up. But anyway, see, it's got a different vibe compared to the major. I'm always, no, this rubbish loop. I'm sorry about that. But I'll just try and play with a beautiful backing track that I found. So, these are the chord shapes, and I'll just recap and then move on to, some ideas. Maybe you can just get the sound of the Dorian mode. And initially, since it's an introduction, there's no point getting too deep into it. You need to practice your scale shapes and all, following the root notes and chord shapes. So, first exercise, so that played a minor 9, I'm sorry. You can also play a minor 9, doesn't really matter. So, you have a, sorry, D minor 7 and G7. So, you need to locate the position so that you can easily play. All right. So here, this shape or this shape, this is another beautiful shape. Basically, this is the same shape as this one, but here we are not taking the, oops, the fifth string. So if we remove this finger, then this fingering is like this, but we don't want to play the fifth string. So that's why we are just playing the notes like this. The jazz guitar players use this shape. All right. So if you're taking this here, then G7 here. If you're taking D minor 7 here and G7 here, you'll have to take. So this is your D and this is your G. So you need to know the root notes. All right. So this is standard C shape. C7, you just move it up here. All right. So these few shapes you can try, and in open position, you have this basically F major. If you think, just remove these two fingers and bring the bar here and play the fourth string open. This is my D minor 7 and this is my G7. Open position, all right? So this is how you can loop. And now let's see. I'll just, try and play. There's a 30 minutes super funky groove backing track in B Dorian. It's a beautiful backing track. This is, first just get the sound. Just playing the scale. So here, the target note is your G sharp, basically. All right. So that gives you the B Dorian sound. So I have to keep coming back to this sound. G sharp. The arpeggios. use a lot of arpeggios inside. And you can play runs. So anyway, it goes on, you know, very difficult, same groove coming up with so many ideas. So that's the thing, here you have to come up with, uh, you know, ideas to keep getting back to that this note. And then if you just, work on the arpeggios, then actually it helps you to develop. So here you have the this is B Dorian, so it means it's coming from the A major scale because B is the second, right? And the chord progression will be here B minor 7 and E7. So if you just, keep finding the notes of the B minor and E7, and if you mix it and play, it solves, a lot of the initial obstacles, and the more you practice, the better you get. So this is what, just short introduction. In one go, it's not possible for somebody to teach you because these are very deep. Everybody is, learning at their own level. Even I'm trying to make my Dorian sound better. So these are the tips. If you follow, it'll be really helpful, and make sure you write down the notes and, make fretboard diagrams and start following. Then I think it'll start actually getting inside your head and stuff like that. So anyway, so I don't have anything else to talk about today. We are almost done. Time's up, and there are not much people watching. I don't think there's any questions you have. So I'll finish it off, and maybe next live stream I'll be back with some more ideas of the Dorian scale itself. So in the meantime, you people practice if you are just new to it, and once you start practicing, then questions will come to you, and then maybe probably in the next session I will answer your questions if you have any. So I'll be signing off. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.